guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk the talk, and I'm your friend and your girl Sonia. For those of y'all who are visiting this channel for the first time, I make videos on fragrance reviews for men and women, DIYs, self-care and everything else in between. We talk about a lot of contents, a lot of topics that are relevant to you and me. So before we proceed with the video, do take a moment to click on that subscribe button right there, right next to my channel name. So when I upload a video, you always get to know it. So the video today that I have for you is going to be an unboxing and a full detailed review. From the thumbnail, you know the video, you know the fragrance that I'm talking about. Now, before I show you the box, let me tell you, I got a 2 ml decant of it. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my hands on the 10 ml, but I did get 2 ml decant from one of the fragrance suppliers. I did test that fragrance on my hands for about 3 days. I believe those 3 days were enough for me to have a complete understanding of what this fragrance is about, how does it work, what is it suitable for, and people keep comparing it to another fragrance that I will be talking about in a bit. This fragrance was released in 2017 from the house of Nishane. You know the fragrance I'm talking about. This is none other than Hacivat by Nishane. The nose behind this is Jorge Lee. He has made many other fragrances from this niche perfume house, if I'm not wrong. Now let's go ahead, get to the unboxing and review of this beast. Okay, so this is how the packaging looks like. It says Nishane. It shows the strength, which is Extrait de Parfum. This is the logo of Nishane. You have the name of the fragrance, which is Hacivat. You have Hacivat here, Nishane, the producer, everything else that you might want to know. And here you have the batch code. I believe this is the batch code, isn't it? Okay, and nothing much here. Let's open this up. Okay, there we go. Let's keep the cellophane aside. Okay, this is the presentation, you guys. So the slides and come right out. I believe you guys, gentlemen, you wouldn't have a problem taking this out, okay? I do, but you wouldn't, I'm sure. Okay, so this says Nishane, Extrait de Parfum. Okay, this is, I believe, something with the shipping. Okay, so you have the logo of the house again. Nothing much. Okay, so you have to pull this one out like a drawer. Okay, if you could see, this is like a drawer. You pull it out. My God, I can already smell something. Okay, so this comes along with the box. Nishane, I believe it's the famous postcard that everyone talks about. Okay, if you could see, this is beautiful. I love this postcard. It looks so nice. If you could see, the logo of Nishane is right here. It says this. Okay, here it does tell you about the name of the fragrance. Again, the top note, middle note, base note. Very good. Okay, very colorful. Nothing else really inside this, so I will keep this. Okay, I'll keep this aside later. Okay, so this is the presentation. This is how it looks. It's snugly kept inside this silhouette. You could see the silhouette of the bottle. Now this bottle, my, okay, this is white painted. Looks very nice, very formal actually. I mean, it's not too much going on here. It's a very simple, classy bottle for guys. Nishane Extrait de Parfum, Istanbul. This is made in Turkey. Hacivat. Here it does say Nishane again on the cap. Extrait de Parfum here, if you could see. 50 ml. This is a 50 ml bottle. I believe that's the concentration that it comes in. It does say here again made in Turkey. Okay, so this is a magnetic cap. Let me see, is this snug fit? Oh yeah, it is. I really don't want to be taking my chances with that, but yes, it does look like a snug fit. Anything going on inside? Nothing going on inside. Let's see if there is anything on the atomizer. Nothing on the atomizer. Now let's spray this and see what the hype is all about. Okay, so let's get started. So before I could spray this, you guys, I do have the dry down in here so that I'm still able to go ahead and talk about the dry down with you. But I definitely would love to spray this and talk about the opening and everything else there is to know. Wow, I love the atomizer. The spray is very wide, you know, it does cover a lot of area. Okay, so in the opening, there is a pineapple. There is beautiful, juicy, ripe pineapple. Okay, there is a little green nuance to the fragrance. There is a little green nuance to the fragrance. My God, this fragrance does get me speechless. I can't stutter. Maybe, you know, I'm like still in the trance of this fragrance. This is a gorgeous fragrance. I think this fragrance, I can safely bet that this is one of the best pineapple fragrance, or rather the best composition, one of the best composition, if not the best, from the house of Nishane. Beautiful fragrance, you guys. There is this green nuance to this fragrance. I believe it's because of oak moss. I am sure there is, you know, oak moss. There is little green vibe. It's because of patchouli, because honestly it's a little difficult for me to identify between the oak moss and the patchouli, as both smell very green. Okay, very green, fresh. There is a bergamot, there is a bit of citrusy note along with the fruity note of pineapple. There is a little floral note that is coming out to play. I believe that's a note of jasmine. The notes of the fragrance are right here on the screen for you. Now this fragrance again demands you to be put together. This is definitely not a very approachable fragrance. This is not a very easy to pull off fragrance. This is not a fragrance wherein you are like, okay, today is Friday, let me just get up, go to work, I'll, you know, just spray this. No, this fragrance demands you to be decisive. Okay, a man who knows what he wants, a man who knows how to get what he wants. He's someone who is not afraid to take risk, and he's killing it out there. He smells like $1,000,000 wearing this fragrance. Gorgeous, gorgeous composition by Jorge Lee for the house of Nishane. I adore this fragrance. Every time I have sprayed this fragrance on my hand, I have smelt it on me for hours. The longevity of this fragrance, I will talk to you, but that is something definitely to look forward to. Now, this fragrance is definitely something to be worn in a very formal setting, according to me. I might be wrong. Do let me know in the comment section below what you think about the settings in which this fragrance can be worn. According to me, this is definitely a very formal fragrance, a very office appropriate fragrance. However, since this is a very potent juice, you have to be careful with the number of sprays you spray on yourself, because again, you want to smell great, you want to smell amazing, you want to enjoy the fragrance at the same time, you want people around you to enjoy the fragrance. You do not want to kill anyone, okay? You don't want to kill anyone's olfactory senses wearing this fragrance. So do go easy on fragrance, maybe 5 or 6 max on you, and anyone and everyone around you can definitely smell you. The dry down of this fragrance is again very, very beautiful. The dry down has oak moss, it has woodiness in it, very, very masculine. This, according to me, is not unisex, very masculine, very manly. I would love to smell this on a man. Now, yes, comparison wise, I did read during my research that people compare this to Aventus. People compare this to Aramis Club de Nuit Intense Man or the Parfum, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Because again, if you look at the notes of these 3 fragrances, the opening and the mid are very, very similar. It does have pineapple. All the 3 has pineapple, of course. They have bergamot, they have jasmine. Other than, I believe, Aventus, it does have a Moroccan jasmine, if I'm not wrong. I honestly don't know the difference between the jasmine and the Moroccan jasmine in terms of smell, okay, how they smell. So I did smell Aventus. I do have Aventus. It smells very approachable, very nice, very clean, very fruity. Again, sexy fragrance, all right? And the middle note of that fragrance also, I believe, does have jasmine and the other notes which are going on. Now, Aramis Club de Nuit is definitely a cologne to the Aventus, because of it looks like it just copy paste the fragrance notes from one here, except just, I believe, patchouli or so that they kind of added. Aramis did add, I believe, that note to its fragrance. Now, this one does not smell very similar to either Aventus, definitely not to the clone Aramis, okay? This stands all by itself. This fragrance makes, or rather leaves, a statement all for itself. This is a CEO fragrance. This is a CEO who is sexy. He knows how to get his work done. He tells people what he wants. He knows that everyone is going to do their job properly. He can smell like a billionaire with this fragrance. This is a beautiful masterpiece, you guys. I love this fragrance. The longevity of this fragrance is great, for about 10 hours definitely on my skin when I sprayed it. It definitely was for about 10 hours or so. Now, during the 10 hours, the projection of this fragrance was great. I would say more than moderate, definitely not a beast mode. This is not a beast mode projection of fragrance, I believe. Definitely not on me, maybe because I did not spray so much, but it did give more than moderate projection on my skin for about good 2 hours. After that, it went from great to moderate, okay? Not a beast mode, remember. Great to moderate, definitely not low. Now it stays there in that moderate projection for about 3 hours, wherein people who come into your close vicinity, maybe about an arm's length, they can still smell you, okay? So this definitely is not gonna dry down like, no one can smell me. No, people can smell you, definitely, I promise. Okay, now talking about the sillage of this fragrance, again, the sillage is great for about 2 hours. Again, it leaves a beautiful, fruity, floral trail for people to smell you. It's gorgeous. The scent is gorgeous. In the category of being unique, I definitely would give this, let's say, an 8 out of 10. Okay, this definitely is an 8 out of 10 in the category of being unique. The longevity card is definitely up there, you know, it's 10 out of 10. The sillage is definitely a 10 out of 10. The versatility of this fragrance, this is definitely a warm weather fragrance according to me. It works wonders in warm weather. It does work well with heat. So guys, your summers could be sorted with this one. This could be a new summer staple in your collection. Go ahead, check this one out. But again, as with most of the niche houses, you can go ahead, have a decant, have a sample, try it out for yourself, see what clicks on you. This is a little mature fragrance to my nose. This is definitely not very juvenile, definitely not a 16-year-old fragrance. However, having said that, you know what works on you. Get a sample, try it. If this is you, this could definitely take your personality up a notch. So that's my review of Nishane Hacivat from the niche house of Nishane. Okay, I really adore this fragrance. This definitely is going into my collection, you guys. Now I will meet you soon with yet another unboxing, yet another review of another Nishane fragrance. Till then, take care of yourself and smell awesome. Love you, my darlings.